but I wanted a silver laptop. First time posting here, so apologies for any mistakes. This story dates back to about 9 years ago when I, 31 at the time this took place, worked as a lead IT technician for a very large multinational company. It's a bit long, so sorry about that. The company had a range of different laptops available for employees to choose from that were classified by their size and weight. This is important later, including standard laptops, i.e., a typical laptop with a 14 inches screen, as well as lightweight laptops, smaller, thinner and with a 12.5 screen handy if you're a frequent traveler. Most of these laptops were pretty boring, gray, business devices. Nothing special to look at. Anyway, one day the computer manufacturer introduced a new lightweight laptop model that was silver in color and far more sleek and good-looking than the previous gray model. We deployed a few of these around the building and soon got a visit from a lady who'd seen one of her colleagues with a shiny new silver laptop and had developed a severe case of shiny device envy. I'll call her shiny employee, SE, for the purpose of this story. SE, how do I go about getting one of those smaller laptops? Quote, me, your current, standard, laptop isn't due to be replaced yet, but you can request a change to a lightweight laptop on the IT website. Your manager will need to approve it however. Now to be honest, I wasn't a particular fan of people who waste the company's money simply by wanting the latest shiny gadget, especially because it creates additional work for my team, and involves replacing equipment that is still perfectly functional and within warranty. But I behaved in a professional manner and simply toed the company line. SE walked away, and the next day an approved request came through for a lightweight laptop. Fair enough. What she didn't know was that company policy dictated that we only provided a brand new laptop if we didn't have usable second-hand laptops in stock, i.e., those handed back to IT from people who'd left the company. Being the good IT tech that I am, I scoured our return shelf and sure enough there was a used lightweight laptop in stock. Unfortunately for this lady, it was last year's gray model. But rules are rules. So I asked one of my team to prep it for her. She's then told that it's ready and comes along to pick it up. She takes one look at it and promptly throws a tantrum. SE, this isn't the one I wanted. I wanted the silver one. Quote, me, sorry. Company policy is that we can only order a new laptop if we don't have usable second-hand ones in stock. SE, but this is not the one I ordered. Quote, me, yes it is. You ordered a lightweight laptop and this is exactly what we've set up for you. I turn the laptop over and show her the company sticker confirming it to be the same classification of lightweight laptop as her request, and show her that it is physically smaller and lighter than her existing laptop. SE, no, I wanted a new silver one. This is unacceptable. I'm going to complain to your boss. She stormed off in a huff and I could soon hear her complaining inside my boss's office. Unfortunately, although my boss knew I was just following process, he couldn't handle all of the repeated moaning and soon folded and asked me to order a new device for her. I wasn't at all pleased at being overruled when I was simply applying company policy, particularly when it's just a waste of money for an SE that wants the latest silver gadget. So cue malicious compliance time. I could have just scoured our shelf of brand new laptops and dug out a new one for her. We installed dozens of laptops a week. It was a big company, so we always had plenty of new ones in stock. But I was told to order a new one, so that's the process I'd follow. Me, okay, we can order a brand new silver one for you, but you'll need to raise another request ticket so we can order the laptop from it. I said this knowing full well that this ticket would go to Say's manager once again for approval, a manager who has a finite department budget. Sure enough, an hour later I get a phone call from Say's manager. Manager, why is SE ordering yet another laptop? Quote, me. She didn't like the color of the laptop we'd prepared for her. It was gray and she wanted a silver one. Manager, how much is this going to cost me? Quote, me. Well, you'll still be paying the monthly lease costs on Say's original laptop as it wasn't due for replacement, plus the lease costs of the lightweight laptop we prepared for her earlier. And there'll also be the lease costs for this new laptop as well. Manager, oh hell no. I'm not paying for all that. I'll reject this ticket and I'll have a word with her. A short while later, SE returns. She's rather quiet and humble now after being chastised by her boss for trying to waste all his budget in the pursuit of having the latest shiny silver gadget. She quietly accepts the gray lightweight laptop we'd prepared earlier for her and then quickly departs. I spend the rest of the day with a grin on my face. Edit. As this question has been asked, I wanted to clarify something. The laptops are all on monthly leases, and the way it worked was that the lease cost was aligned to the last department that had the laptop. Once we redeploy a laptop to someone else, the lease is transferred. So as we'd essentially have her original laptop and rejected laptop sitting on our shelves for a bit. Her department would still pay the leases until we gave them to someone else. Even if they're only there for a couple of months. That adds up quite quickly. Either way, it was an unnecessary cost that the manager understandably wanted to avoid. One silver laptop coming right up. Rattle of a spray can being shaken. Several places where I have worked avoided this problem with a diktat stating that shiny new devices or anything non-standard were only for directors. And directors are always happy to defend their privileges from any managers with ideas above their pay grade. I had a new boss come in a few years ago. We're an Apple shop, and he's an Apple fanboy. So I was expecting this to go very well. We had just purchased new MacBook Airs for graphic arts. They had better processors, double the memory, and double the storage of anything else in the organization. The only issue was that they were rose gold. We typically use gray or silver, but bought these on purpose because the specs were different and I wanted them to be easily identifiable. I told one of my techs to grab one of those and set it up for him, because he was coming in the next day, and I wanted to be able to just hand him his new device. I can't use that. It's pink. It's by far the best MacBook we have. I could set up a different one for you, but you're not going to be happy with it. I can't use that. It's pink. So we set up an older Air, and he complained about it for 6 months. Finally, he bought his own MacBook Pro from his budget, and has been using it ever since. Wasn't too long as the details showed the situation. Great MC! Exclamation mark. Very well written op, didn't feel long at all. Awesome MC. Well done. In the end she didn't get what she wanted after all. Love it. Our Tales from Tech Support would also welcome you if you have more such stories. Your boss has no balls. When I was head of Corp IT, we had these same people wanting the new shiny. We would order 10 laptops at a time of one type about every quarter. One Chungus type and one travel type. When someone wanted the new shiny but was not in queue, then I would tell them I will add to the next quarter queue once approval from their VP was done. If the 3-month wait deter them, the 3-year TCO cost to a budget for a new laptop charged to their department would be the stopper. Only VP and higher I would not question a new laptop, as they would only approve their own order. When BlackBerry was still a thing and smartphones didn't exist yet, I worked for a company where everyone wanted shiny and new. We supported hundreds of old-type BlackBerries with a plastic body and full QWERTY keyboard costing €1,000 each. Then some managers got the shiny new phone-like model. Of course everyone wanted a new one. They were refused because the old model was still good enough. After several toilet accidents, management gave in and just approved all requests. The old ones were stored in a closet and collected dust for years before they were thrown away. Previous company I was at, our division SVP went through a new device every couple of weeks looking for that unicorn he'd fall in love with. There were about 20 various one of FS that IT then had to support after he turned them back in, and some director or senior manager would snap them up. You know, rather than the 3 standard models they had that everyone else had to work with. Same company. Apparently I was the only person to ever turn in their company phone. IT manager was shocked. You can leave in a taxi. If you can't get a taxi, you can leave in a huff. If that's too soon, you can leave in a minute and a huff. Groucho Marx. So basically the process worked as intended. I love it. I hope one of these days I will finally be able to land an IT position and be able to share IT related MC stories too. But she wasn't taking the older lightweight laptop, so why would she be charged for that one? Surely it just goes back into your stock? SE. Please don't do this. Call her Sue. Call her shiny employee. Call her shithead McDumbass. Probably shouldn't actually do this. But acronyms like this are a pain in the ass to read.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.